So first thing is targeting. When I select clients to reach out to, it has to be very evident that they're making money, and you can see this through their lifestyle, and you can see it through like results. So I'm only gonna target clients if they have a product to sell, because it makes sense for them to hire me if I'm directly making them more sales on their mentorship or on their product or whatever. So I only target people who are making money and who are teaching other people to make money. Does that make sense? So an e-commerce guy who's making $1 million a month, who is like, I've got a client who's making $1 million a month. He's teaching other people to make 20K a month, 30K a month. And I only reached out to him because I saw on his story highlights that he's got students making 30K a month within 6 months. And I was thinking, okay, this guy's got money then. And then as a result, I got referrals from him to his clients as well, who wanted to start building their personal brand and start selling a product and whatever. Um, so yes, that's the first thing, targeting. You have to target the right people. And when you go onto their Instagram, if you find one person, just one person, it's hard to find one person, but after maybe 2 hours and you find just one person, or maybe after 1 hour and you find just one person, go onto their Instagram following, open it up on laptop, and right click on everybody with a check mark or with a professional profile picture. Right click on it and click open link in new tab. And all that does is, and maybe open 50 tabs, and all that does is it opens all the tabs of potential prospects. Because if I'm really rich, obviously I'm going to be following other rich people. So open 50 tabs. When you open 50 tabs and your computer starts slowing down, that's when you know it's enough. Click on each one of them one by one. If it looks bad, like say for example, one of them has the check mark and you right click and you open it, and then 5 minutes later you're going through all of them, and in his bio it says comedian, actor, um, lover. I was like, he's not making money. So just delete that tab onto the next one. And then if you can see like in their bio, that's a professional bio, and you can see like join my free school community or join my paid school community. And they've got like it's $5 a month and they've got like 30K members. They're making 150K a month, I think. Yeah, 150K a month. And so they're making money. And then target them. Add them to the list, add them to the Google Sheet. So yeah, create a Google Sheet, add them to the Google Sheet. Um, Add around 30, 40 people. Usually, if I contact 30 people, I get a client. Nowadays, it's gone around 50 because I'm transitioning to the YouTube agency. It's around 50 to 60. Um, but if you're doing a short form agency, which I do recommend you do, just add around 30 to 40 people to a Google Sheet. Add their Instagram, Twitter, Telegram if you can find it, LinkedIn if you can find it. Actually, no, Instagram, Twitter, Telegram, LinkedIn, number, their personal number, their email, and then yeah, Facebook maybe, and yeah, that's it. Those 7 platforms, and iMessage and WhatsApp. So pretty much 8 platforms. So their number should be iMessage and WhatsApp. So pretty much 8 platforms you're reaching out to them on. Make them a free video, and also only target people. So that first they have to be making money. Second off, if you make them good content, and if you make them content that performs well, they should directly make more money, because that only then it makes sense for them to pay you. So those are my 2 criteria. So only if they're properly making money, and if you help them get more content, they make more money. So add around 30 of them, all eight of them. If you can't find all, that's fine. As long as you have at least 2 to 3, then it's worth making the free video. If you don't have 3 places of contact, then it's not worth it, because chances are they're not going to see it. Especially if they're rich, they're making over 20, 30K a month, they're not going to see it. Like, and also here's the highest ones. Here's the highest performing ones. Number one is Telegram. Pretty much everybody I message on Telegram responds or reads. So number one is Telegram. Second is WhatsApp. Um, Third is iMessage. But iMessage, I get responses telling me to like fuck off or whatever, because they feel like it's an intrusion. So I don't recommend you doing it on iMessage. I recommend just on WhatsApp. And then third is probably Instagram. Fourth, no, third is probably email. Fourth is probably Instagram. Fifth is probably Twitter. Yeah, Twitter. Sixth is like, yeah, blah blah. So just focus on that's just for your information. I recommend doing all 8 because sometimes it works on Twitter, sometimes it works on Telegram. Like Twitter, I've got 0 responses, but one of my biggest clients I signed from Twitter. Um, and then before on Telegram, I used to get blocked because I used to send too many messages, and I was like, "Oh fuck it, I'll give one more follow-up message," and then I signed a 3K client or 3.9K recurring client from Telegram. I followed up around 30 times. Yeah, around. I followed up in February last year, and it's October this year, and I signed him in summer. So I followed up for a year and a half. Can you imagine that? And I used to unsend my messages in Telegram, and I'd hope he wouldn't notice and think I'm a beg or something. But it worked out in the end. I just got something in my eye. So that's the phase one, like launch stage, where you're getting everything ready. Phase two is where either you hire someone to edit these free videos, short form videos, and the way you get material for these videos is you go onto YouTube and you search up a podcast. You put in their name, then you search up a podcast, and you make a really good video. It has to be better than what they've already got, and it has to be clean. It doesn't even have to be over edited. It has to be clean, professional. As long as it's clean and professional, then it works. Um, I can attach some examples now, or I'll put some in the description. Then after you either hire an editor or do it yourself. If you hire an editor, make sure it's no more than $10 per clip, otherwise you'll just lose a bunch of money. If you do it yourself, make sure it's good. Use CapCut, use Premiere Pro, use After Effects, whatever you want. The better it is, the more return you'll get on it because you can post it to your story. You can people might just message you. You can post it on Twitter saying, I'm a very good editor. Somebody might stumble across it and you might get an inbound lead just like that. So yeah, post these free videos as well on platforms. Tag them as well, on all platforms. So yeah, I've basically given you like the most direct advice that you could possibly have. Um, Make sure you set up your Instagram profiles, obviously, because if somebody's rich, they want to see that. If you're young like me, they want to see that at least that you're putting in the effort. If you're not even putting in the effort to create short form content yourself, then they're not going to hire you. As long as you show that you're ambitious, show that you're honest, show that you have experience, and show that you're hardworking, they're fine with it. They'll pay you whatever you want, because they feel like they're supporting you. Same way if you go to a rich person's house and say, "I want to wash your car," and it's like a 9-year-old kid, even though he might not be the best person at washing the car, even though he might not be giving the best professionalism, the guy just wants to help him out. So that's how I got started technically. I know, so that's how I got started, like simply as like a 15-year-old when I was 15, now I'm 16. But if you're older, maybe be more professional, be more assertive. But if you're younger like me, just be more ambitious, be more creative, be more outgoing, and and money will naturally come in. Um, After that, send the free video. Present your offer as well. You have to have an offer. So for me, I started off with if I could record 30 to 60. No, it wasn't actually. It was if I could help you get more views and leads with short form content. If I could double your baseline views, would you let me prove it with this free video? And no, would you let me send over this free video? And I didn't actually make them a free video until they said yes, and then I'd make them a free video, and then I'd send it. So that way I was kind of cutting costs, but my response rate was low because people would know that I haven't actually made a video yet. And the targeting is really important. If you target the wrong people, if you target broke people, all they're going to do is they're going to use you for the free video and they're not going to pay you. They're going to haggle you. They're going to be a hassle. They're just not going to, they're going to squeeze you and it's just not a nice experience and you're going to get demotivated and you're going to quit the business. And then but on the other hand, if you target really rich people, they respect your hard work. They're very nice to deal with. They they've zoomed out and they see the bigger picture. They've got bigger things to worry about. If you messed up and you posted the wrong video or if you posted with the wrong cover or something, they don't. It's not that they don't care, but they don't mind. They're more lenient. They're more forgiving. They're more positive. Their culture is better, basically, working in a richer team. So now comes the follow up. So just follow up literally once a week. Once a week on Saturdays, I sit down and I dread it. Honestly, every weekend I actually dread it. But I sit down 2 hours just straight, just follow ups. It's so painful. Now I've hired someone to do it from Costa Rica, I think. But back when I was, on freelancer mode, I would just follow up at least 3 times. At least now I follow up 8 times before I move it to the archive. And even on the archive, I follow up once a year, or I think once every 3 months. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I think I've given everything that you guys asked for, because I remember in my last video you guys asked how to get clients or how to get rich clients. So I made this like a full step thing, like a full step A to Z thing, which is exactly how I get clients. And obviously there's stuff you can do, like set up your website, have good past work. So they have to actually, yeah, just have good past work, have good results, so people know it's worth their time, worth their money. Um, yeah, but just be professional in everything you do. Don't take up the other person's time. Be respectful of your client's time, because they are rich, they are important. Be respectful of that. But then again, don't let yourself get pushed and stuff like that. But yeah, that's it for this video.